So you've got yourself your first serviced accommodation units, but you've been operating purely on the online travel agents such as Airbnb, Booking.com and Vrbo. The question is, should you invest in a direct booking website? And if so, how the hell do you do it? On this video, I'm gonna reveal it all. I'm Simon here, serviced accommodation specialist, and over the past 5 years, I've done a lot of SA and we've generated a lot of cash flow. And on this video, I'm gonna share with you one of the most common questions I get. Do I need a direct booking website? How can I cut out the OTAs so I can save myself some money and get as many SA bookings as possible? And on this video, I wanna break it down. Should you do it? Should you not do it? If you are going to do it, at what point in your growth would I invest? And then of course, how do you do it? So first things first, fact, newsflash, all right? There's no way that you are going to be able to realistically compete with the likes of Booking.com and Airbnb at the beginning. It's just impossible. Because when most people want to travel and book a hotel or serviced accommodation, they're gonna go on Google, they're gonna go on Booking.com, or they're gonna go on Airbnb. That's the fact of the matter. And even when they go on Google and they search, accommodation in Leicester, obviously Airbnb and Booking.com are gonna come up really, really high. So it's gonna take time to build up that SEO. So what I like to do is I need to focus at the beginning on getting as many bookings as possible on the online travel agents, and I have a rule. Okay, you can book with them once, but then if you ever extend or if you ever return, I have a big rule. It has to be with me. Do I tell them no? No. But me and my team, we have a really big ethos that as soon as somebody books, we call them, we make the connection, and we make sure that if they extend or book again, they book with us for a discount. So really big thing. You've got to accept that most bookings at the beginning will come externally, but once they come into your zone, make sure that they work with you directly. So let's say somebody books on Airbnb for 5 nights. You've established they want to extend for 5 weeks. Do you need a direct booking website to take that booking? No, you don't. All you need to do is send them your terms and conditions and get that signed off, and then send them an invoice on the likes of your QuickBooks, Xero, or even Stripe to take payment. Simple as that. Don't need a direct booking website to do that. In fact, in reality, a lot of the time, if you're giving discounts and stuff, it is easier to do it off your direct booking website. So if all you want to do is that, which should be your primary focus, you do not need a website. The second thing to consider right now is it's going to take time to build up enough SEO on your Google Business, etc., for you to be even found. So even if you did have this shiny, lovely website, the likelihood of people finding it without you investing in building SEO. What's SEO? It basically means that you are easy to find when people are searching. But the thing with SEO is the more competitive the space, the harder it is to be found. So let's say you do have a website. What you really need to make sure that you're going to do at that point is invest in this stuff. Make sure you've got a Google Business so that people can find you. Make sure you've got a Trustpilot, a TripAdvisor, a Google Business so that people start to find you and then find your website. But on the whole, at the beginning, I recommend just focusing on the OTAs. And then if you do incorporate a website, don't expect miracles. If anything, it's more for credibility for you to send out to guests and returning guests and for you to showcase your work. But the primary bookings and the primary upgrades are going to come from your online travel agents, and then you're going to contact with them and then direct booking through payment platforms and terms and conditions. Next question now then, connected to this, is if you are going to do it, how do you do it? So there's a step before having online travel agents and just having an Airbnb and Booking.com account to having a direct booking website. And in the middle, you've got a channel manager. Because if you use a channel manager, a lot of them have widgets and you could use their bookings engine to implement it to the channel manager in a really easy way. And I know what you're thinking, like, what the hell are you talking about, Simon? Well, a channel manager is essentially a piece of software that connects all your online travel agents together so you can actually change something in a central software which changes it everywhere else. And what you can do is you can attach an engine, all right, a little extra bit of software, a widget, to a direct booking website so that when people book on this, you don't have to do all the heavy coding. It's super, super easy. Now, the disadvantage of this is you're gonna find that most of them are a bit ugly. And when you actually move from your website into that engine, it can be a little bit clunky, but it does get the job done. But to summarize, you've got to understand that at the beginning, a lot of your bookings are going to come through you building your own relationships and then doing it directly. Do you need a website? No, absolutely not. Would it be nice to have one and start building? Sure thing. But if I were you, I'd be waiting until I've got 5 to 10 units and I'm really smashing it on the OTAs. I've got my reviews up. I've got some of my online visibility up before plugging in a website. And of course, you need to make sure you've got a channel manager systemized and automated before the website will be the last piece in that puzzle. I hope you found this useful. If you have, you know what to do. Comment below and I appreciate you.